Good afternoon. I'd like to reconvene the Putnam County Board of County Commissioners regular meeting, and it's 5:05. We have a 5:05 certain public hearing on a budget amendment. So I'll turn it over to Ms. Julianne Holmes-Young.
Thank you, Chairman. The item before you is our mid-year true-up. This is a function that we do every year. This budget amendment aligns the budgetary carry-forwards revenues in the fiscal year 22 budget with actual carry-forward balances and aligns the budgeted grant revenues with actual grant balances. The public hearing is required to be advertised and was advertised in compliance with Florida Statute 200.065 on May 6th in the Palaca Daily News. If there are any questions, I'll be happy to take them.
Okay, Commissioners, any questions of Ms. Young?
Move approval of resolution 22-044. Second.
Okay, got a proper motion and we got a proper second. This particular time, I'll open it up for public comment on this particular item. Any individual wishes to make public comment on this budget amendment? Okay, seeing none. We'll close that portion of public comment. And any other discussion from the board? Okay. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. I've had a request, and we're going to allow Miss Katie to come up, and for 3 minutes, she's going to talk about a program that possibly would like to maybe go forward to an agenda, a workshop agenda. So if you'll state your name and address for the record, and thank you for being here.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Owens, and my address is 112 Jackson Circle, and that's here in Palaca. And I'm wanting to just kind of bring something forward that I definitely am interested in getting on the agenda for. Have reached out a little bit and given some information already, but I just kind of wanted to reiterate it and everything. I was aware of this program last year and wanted to pursue it, and we were outside of the deadline to do so, but there is a Pet Safe Dog Park grant, something that the brand Pet Safe does. Like many other dog brands do, like Beneful, things like that, they've done this before. I think that our Francis Dog Park would be absolutely wonderful to submit an application for this grant for. It is for the existing park grant that they do, because they do two, and this one would be for the one that's $5,000. There's ultimately two kind of processes for this. We would submit an application. If we made it into the finalist thing, there would be a public vote, which was part of the reason why I wanted to come here today, was hopefully, raise public awareness about that. Ultimately, though, the main reason also too I wanted to reach out is I do need, in order to apply our dog park grant for this, I do need a letter from a civic leader, which would be one of you lovely people, to basically apply and put that forward to them. I do only need one, but I think that obviously the more the better. I think it shows that we would be serious about it. I do have a little bit of a tentative plan what we would do if we were to be able to win this and award it and everything. And I am aware I do need to get on the agenda. I did call earlier about that as well, but just kind of wanted to put that out there and make you aware of it, and make the just kind of generate as much information about it as I could for the public. So, but essentially, they would give us a $5,000 park grant for us to use in any way that we wanted to improve the park. I think there's a number of things that could be done. All of the dog park agility equipment that's there is in excellent condition, except for maybe one or two pieces. It just needs to be maybe like a little TLC with some cleanup and like maybe some paint, things like that, but everything is still functional. There are benches there, but I do think that it could be improved with like maybe a concrete pad on either side with upgraded metal benches, maybe surface mounted, that sort of thing. Also too, there's only one like plastic garbage bin there. There is only two of the bag containers for your dog to use. So there's a number of little things that I think that we could do to improve it. I think upgraded benches would be a great start. I think if we could afford to do so, a splash pad, which I've seen at several dog parks that I go to as well, would be also, a great thing to do. So just wanted to bring that forward.
Oh, right on time. Okay, a couple of questions.
Sure.
Mr. Adams-Ack.
Yeah, so there's a deadline for it.
There is.
So that's kind of why we asked her to come today. There is no, I researched the grant, she sent me the information for it. There is no match or anything from the county. So this is just to allow her to apply for it. And I mean, I think it'd be good if all 5 of us just signed off on it, because it's for $5,000, and we may not even get it. But there is no, the only requirement in the grant thing, and she has a form letter that she sent me, is that we had to maintain it, but we're already maintaining the dog park in this case. It's not like it's a net new thing. It would just be adding $5,000 worth of equipment into the existing dog park.
That's
So I'd like to see us maybe supersede the normal of going through the chain of all that and just say, hey, we support it, and we each sign one of these letters for her, or whoever chooses to signs one of these letters for her, if that's
Okay,
the
there's-
will of the commission.
just to the existing dog park at
Yes.
Francis, are we talking about?
Yes, sir. If we were successful this year, I would certainly love to maybe pursue this for next year, because they also offer grants for new dog parks as well. Daytona does something where they have their Humane Society and their dog park all right there together, which makes it really well, you know, for people looking to purchase, or not purchase, to, you know, adopt an animal and everything. So, and Mr. Adamsack is correct, there is a deadline, and that's part of the reason too I wanted to bring forward it as soon as possible.
When is the deadline?
The deadline for applicants is June 30th, and then the finalists are announced August 1st, and the voting period for the community would be August 1st to the 31st, and then the winners would be announced September 2nd.
Commissioner Rawls?
This is the dog park at the ball field, correct?
Yes, it is,
Okay.
yeah, right there, right next to the Francis ballpark, and then there's also the playground as well.
I agree with that, Adam, Zach. I think we could give you a letter from the entire commission if it's their will.
I would certainly appreciate that. I think the community would as well. And, you know, I can't see any real reason to be opposed to it. And, you know, I think if we had a letter from each of you, it would certainly show that we're serious and hope to be a finalist.
Commissioners, what's the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chairman, I don't have,
Everybody
I'm in
okay?
support.
Julianne, you okay with Parks and Recs? It doesn't seem like it hurt anything, just enhance it, so, okay.
could you write a letter
Well-
coming from you that but the board supports it on this date?
So I actually have emailed the template form to each of you, and all that you essentially really have to do is just plug your information in. It's very simple. But if you did want to write a letter yourselves to show even further support, I certainly don't see anything wrong with that.
I think the county should write a letter and let the board chairman sign that on such and
That's how I
such a
feel.
day, the board,
Shows we're
the
More
unanim-
serious.
the board unanimously said that they supported this grant project.
She can send us that letter, it might help us use
Help that draft it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have forwarded it to all of you, but I could forward it to y'all as well, absolutely.
What is your email?
My email is my first name, which is Caitlin, it's Caitlin. And then,
I don't know, I've seen it.
really,
I'll,
well, I
How
struggle.
about I forward it to Julianne and
That
then
would be,
you'll have it?
that would be
okay? I'll do
wonderful.
it for
I
you.
appreciate that. I know Mr. Adamsack is in possession of it, but there may just be with something with the emails, not sure.
We all wave in support.
I
Thank
did
you.
get it.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Okay. Any further business to come before this board? Okay, we stand adjourned.